Now, let's get to something super, 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 super interesting. There's this 8 frame rule that I want you to cut. I'll actually attach it in a PDF below. You download it, you print it, and you paste it on your work desk. This is going to be super, super, super relevant for the time that you choose to stick to marketing and advertising or choose to stick to running a business. Now, let me make this full screen. It's gonna only be better if I make it full screen. Full screen. So as I told you, cold audience is always going to be large. It's going to be a large set of your audience because it includes the whole wide world, or people who might be interested in your product or might be interested in the problem you're solving as a whole, right? So let's say a good example of that is people who have acne, right? People who have acne, they usually go for products that are of Himalaya, and they go for creams and whatnot. But let's say you're running a skincare clinic, and people who have acne are your are your prospect audience, but they don't directly coming to a skincare clinic is not their instant response. Let's say you're a skincare clinic owner. The audience that has acne or skin issues is massive. So they are your cold audience. The audience that has skincare issues is massive. Like, they might have great skincare issues or minor skincare issues, but this audience size is massive. So let's say that is your cold audience. Okay. Then if you started to show them some of your ads and build a relationship with them, they become lukewarm. Lukewarm is something that I didn't show you before, but lukewarm is what we have internally to segment our audience in a more what do you say, elaborate fashion. So they become lukewarm, then they become warm, then they become hot, and then they become purchasers. Here we call them existing customers, right? So customer might have his journey. They can go from cold to warm to hot, or cold to lukewarm to hot to warm to lukewarm. They can go in any way. But this pyramid, what this pyramid actually signifies is that you'll always have a good number of chunk in the cold audience. Then you'll have slightly less in lukewarm. Then you'll have slightly less in warm. Then you'll have slightly less in hot, and you'll have very less people in existing. Very less people who actually become your customers. So it's always going to flow this way. Now, what these arrows show here, estimated journey length, duration. So journey length or journey duration, and journey length and journey duration. It's small here. It's small for the people who are existing. It's they don't have to go under a belief shift to believe in your brand. They're very easily convertible. Whereas if you talk about cold audience, they will take longer to become your customer. So if you want to make quick money, always go for lukewarm or warm audience. Warm audience or lukewarm audience will probably include people who already subscribe to a similar offering. Let's again say if you're running a skincare clinic, let's target the biggest skincare clinic chain out there, be it VLCC or Kaya Skincare Clinic. So I would try to target their customers or their familiar audience that already has a knowledge about this industry and this these kind of solutions, so that I don't need to wait for longer to convince them. I just need to show them a differentiator, that what sets me apart from the clinics that they're already a part of or are familiar of. Maybe it could be pricing, or it could be a unique way of doing what I do. You can learn more about it and unique mechanism. So I would rather target lukewarm and warm people, because I need to make money quicker. But yeah, you get the point that on the top of the pyramid, you're going to have less friction doing converting people. And at the bottom of the pyramid, you're going to have more friction because they need more time to come to terms with you. Now, since you've understood the journey length duration concept, this is a time-bound concept, and something very similar here is what I'm trying to convey, that it's easier to convert the people who are already existing customers of yours, and it's harder to convert people who are cold, who might not know about your brand, might not even know about the existence of a solution that you're offering. And now let's understand the kind of offers that you have to give them. Here it has to be an indirect appeal. When someone is cold, you don't, as I told you, right, you don't show them a 50% off right away. Whereas if he's an existing customer already, you can go and directly appeal to them, dude, on this specific therapy we have 50% off. How do you show them that specific therapy? You have data to believe that this guy already knows about that therapy, or he's been eyeing this therapy, right? So it makes sense for you to show 25% off on a specific therapy that he's been eyeing, right? So direct appeal offers work here. Indirect appeal offers, well, you have to have indirect appeal here. So what I've done here is I have written 8 messaging frames to reach out to your audience across various stages. In the cold frame, you're going to start with a story frame or a proclamation frame. Story frame is, you tell a story of a potential customer who underwent a journey and then, found some results via you. Proclamation is you go out there and, legit state your claim that this is what we do. How to lose acne without laser treatment or something like that. Then in lukewarm audience, you try the intrigue frame, or you reveal a secret about yourself. To the warm audience, you talk about problem solution. To the hot audience, you promise that we do it the best way. And in the existing people, when they're already your customers, you can show them, offers that make them buy again and again, or refer a friend or whatever. So this pyramid can be called a prospect awareness hierarchy. You would see a variation of this in Advertising Fundamental series. Also, another thing that this pyramid signifies is to the cold audiences on the front end, they're interacting with you, your entity, for the very first time. So it's, front facing offers have to be small ticket so that they can build confidence in you. And on the back end, people who've already pierced through your brand and, become a part of it, on the back end, you can show them higher ticket offers. So this pyramid helps you segment your audience and helps you contextualize or personalize the kind of offer, the kind of communication, the kind of mindset you approach them with. All right, guys, that's a wrap.